make of this one? You guys have been so good defensively lately. Tonight it was a little different.
I mean, they got everything they wanted. I thought we was a little slow to the ball on the 50-50 balls, but you got to give them credit. They ran some good stuff. They made some tough shots. I mean, it wasn't like we were just giving them shots. Like, they earned pretty much, a lot of the shots they made, they earned it, So they play well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these young guys, coming in, just having an opportunity to play when guys are out, and they made the most of it, So I'm just proud that we was able to, score the ball and kind of keep the game close. And I think, Nick Batum on both ends of the floor, really was good for us. Marcus, of course, scoring the basketball and PG, but I thought Nick really came in and changed the game, him and Rondo off the bench.
Thanks. We'll go next to Law.
This was a game down 12 in the second half. You guys wound up winning. You get a lot of that comeback runs during this homestand. What was your favorite part of the homestand overall, and as far as like not having to travel for 2 weeks?
I think just like I said, getting comfortable in your own bed. I think, being able to eat at your place and be able to relax. Once you get done with the game and go home and don't have to travel, I think was huge for us. And we was able to get some practices in. We was able to get some shoot arounds that we used as practice, and just kind of work on things we need to work on. So it was a good homestand for us. Now we got to go back out on the road.
Thanks. We'll go next to Kahari.
I just want to talk about Nick Batum. Can you just elaborate on just the benefits of having a veteran like Nick to come in and change the game when the younger guys are struggling like that?
No, it's great to have. He's been great for us all year, as a starter and off the bench. Being able to guard, 1 through 5, every night. We put him on different guys, and he competes at a high level, and he can make shots. He's very smart, can pass the basketball. So he's been huge for us all year. And, tonight, everything he gave us, we needed every bit of it, especially with a team that was hot as they were tonight.
Next to Justin Russo.
My man Kahari to my right stole my question. So instead, I'm going to ask you about turnovers. You guys, through 3 quarters, were just turning the ball over way too many times. And I could tell that you were a little bit frustrated on the bench. And even on an offensive night like this, where you're making almost every shot that you end up taking, how frustrating was it to watch the waste of possessions as they happened?
Well, in the game, it's going to be 9 turnovers, 8 or 9 turnovers that you give up because the team is just playing good defense. And then you're going to have, 2 or 3 careless turnovers. But, I usually get frustrated when we have the careless turnovers. Like when you attacking the basket, you make a play, trying to make a play for your teammate, then that's understandable. But the careless turnovers, we can't have. And we have to alleviate those turnovers. So that's when you usually see me frustrated. It's when it's unforced or careless turnovers.
Thank you.
Next up, Farbad.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
How proud are you as a coach when there's like a moment, I think in the fourth quarter, the bench kind of had a little huddle and rallied together to kind of get those sequences of stops. And, you guys are shooting 70% from the field and somehow down 10. So it's really easy to get rattled in this game. And somehow, that bench unit is the one that was the glue to bring it back together. As a coach, just how proud of you when you see that?
Very proud, that we never let go of the rope. We compete all the way to the end. And, they understand what we're playing for. And it's going to be tough nights. It's going to be teams we play. And despite their record, they can have hot nights or they play well and play hard, And Coach Casey's done a great job with his team and just, like I said, making these guys play hard, making them execute. They do a good job of it. So for our team is to stay together, not let go of the rope, not make excuses, not point the finger, and just continue to keep playing. And our guys did that. We just kept chipping away, and we was able to catch a break where we got a few stops in a row, and we was able to score offensively.
Next up, Shane Young.
Hey, Ty. As the season progresses and goes on, have you seen or sensed that Paul George is getting better at those skip passes into the weak side corners and out of pick and roll?
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of, I kind of force fed him, all year, even if he had turnovers or not, just being able to make those plays and make all the reads in the pick and roll, because in the playoffs it's going to be very important. If teams double him, he knows how to handle it. If teams are in a drop, he knows how to handle. If teams switch, and that's what we want him to get to that point, him and Kawhi both. So he's been doing a great job of getting better, showing them film. We work on it every day in practice. And he's really gotten good at it. So the work has paid off. That was something that we talked about, is of him handling the basketball, running a lot more pick and rolls. We talked about the small pick and rolls, getting better at that. And you can see the progression coming, and guys are getting better, at all of it. So it's good to see. And we just got to keep plugging away and just keep working at it to get better and better.
Next to Cam.
Hey, good evening, Coach. 7-2 over this 9-game homestand. I know, what's your biggest takeaway from this homestand?
Cam, we're playing the right way. We're a tough team to beat, but when we're healthy, we got guys, got our guys back. We can beat and play with anybody, and we know that and we understand that. But I think when we have a defensive mindset, we're playing ball the right way, of moving the basketball offensively and attacking, getting to the paint. We're a tough team to beat, and this homestand kind of, showed us who we are, and what we can do and who we can become. And I just think, like I said, getting healthy and continue to build the good habits that we've been building is what I'm looking forward to the last 17 games.
Thanks, Coach.
Go ahead, Mason.
Hey, Coach. Rondo's hit his threes at a good rate the last couple games. How much does it help the offense when he is making teams pay for shagging off? And are there other ways to combat teams going under other than him just having to take a shot if maybe he's not hitting as often as he'd like?
Well, he does a good job when teams are going under, rejecting, trying to, go the opposite way, or turn the corner and making a race, so he does a good job with that. But being able to step back behind the three, if teams go under and make a shot, it's huge. It's huge for our team, it's huge for him, but he brings so much more than the three-point shooting. I just think his court command, the way he commands things on the floor, his passing ability, the pace he plays at, and just his IQ, having a point guard on the floor, means way more to our team than, just making three-point shots.